Thank you so much, Riv. Indeed, we have some big brains, but at least for now, just joined by artzin. Congratulations on the win, by the way, artzin. So now it's, of course, time to do stick it. So artzin, you know the rules. We actually have a leaderboard towards the back here. All we try to do here is to plant the spike, and you have to try to defuse it as close as 0 as possible. So Emily, when you're ready, please, without further ado, plant that spike.
Of course. Spike planted.
Okay, it's gonna take a minute.
Yeah, take your time. Now, if you check over here, actually, Verno has got the closest at 0.12, followed by Zekit at 0.61, and then Mazira is 1.60. So to get top 3 is not too bad, but to try to get first place, it sounds tough. Now I'm gonna stop talking because you're gonna have to focus on this beat, right?
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna keep talking. No, I'm just kidding.
It's fine.
We'll let him focus. We'll let him focus. At least after this, we'll be joined by Danny, of course. Zoe. We'll have a continued interview with Match Point. Do you have a trick on knowing this? What's the trick usually? What's the trick?
You need a way, like a line to.
It seems early, no?
Yeah, it's kind of early.
Oh, we broke the game.
Okay. That's not my fault. Okay.
This is not my fault either because I didn't touch any of the setup. Observers, why did this go back to reset at 45? Why did this go back to reset at 45? We'll do it again. I think we're good to go. Yeah. Oh, it's broken. It's actually broken. So we'll have a null. We'll have a null for this one, artzin. If anything, we'll have the referees review it. We'll put the little ticker in the lower third. We'll put a DNF onto that one. But at least you got the win here against Furia. So congratulations. I'll let you join here with Coach fRoD and also with Zoe.
Okay.
Thanks so much, man. I'm sorry, chat. I'm sorry.
It happens, man. You win some, you lose some, and every once in a while you just break the entire game because why not? I'm joined by artzin and fRoD. So first of all, of course, congratulations. Obviously, there is quite a bit to unpack in this match. We expected an extremely dominant performance, but it got a little sweaty, a little muddy there at the end. Looking at Split, the last map you played, what do you feel was the reason the map unfolded the way it did?
I mean, you know, Fury is a really good team and they have a really unique style of play, which we understand, but it's not that easy to counter. And sometimes we just got to play a little bit with more patience. Maybe since this game didn't really affect the results of where we figured, like win or lose, we would have been second place in our group anyway. So I think we just needed to play with a little bit more patience and try and win the game on the right time, not try and push so much to try and get it over with quick, you know, just to move on.
Yeah, Shannon said in the post-game interview that the team just wasn't locked in. Did you feel that way as well?
Yeah, we had some communications problem going through, but I mean, a win is a win, so.
That's right, it doesn't need to be pretty. I think Doug said at the very end there, it doesn't need to be pretty. Looking at the send, first of all, were you surprised at that map pick? A lot of people would have expected them to, you know, bring it to Lotus. It is their best map. You guys have not had the winning record on Lotus either. Did you expect the send?
I think, I mean, I for sure expected a sent because sometimes, especially like the team that's kind of the underdog, they will do what's maybe not so obvious. It felt obvious to pick Lotus and we prepared for that, but it also felt like they were going to try and throw us off a little bit. And what we felt like was their second most comfortable and favorable map would have been Ascent. So we were ready for it. The result did not show it, but ultimately I think we played really good on Ascent. The scoreline didn't show that because we lost like 4 or 5, maybe 6 5-on-4s, especially on defense. And if we would have just won like 2 or 3 more rounds on defense, I felt like we could have dominated on T side.
What did you guys talk about after that first half? I mean, you went down, I think, what was it, 10-2? What was the discussion in the imaginary locker room?
I mean, iBUYPOWER is a team that we are like really resilient to with each other. We trust in each other. So no matter what the score is, no matter what, how bad we're playing, we're gonna keep trusting into the map solvers. So we just showed the resilience today. Yeah,
we have like something that we always say, like new half, new day. So we tried to do our very best, and you know they had 2 pauses. They were able to really focus back, and it was gonna be really hard. But ultimately we tried our best and we put a good showing, but we couldn't come through on Ascent.
Well, in the end, you got the dub. That also means that Furia and Loud, the other 2 Brazilian teams, they were not able to produce results. Is there added pressure that you personally feel being the only Brazilian team that is actually putting up those numbers and the results?
Not really. I think that we are here because we earned it, you know. So I don't think we put the pressure of being the only Brazilian team in the playoffs because no matter what they say, no matter what they did, we just focus on ourselves. We don't care about the other teams at all. So we just keep focusing on ourselves. We just want to take the spot for Toronto, you know?
Then maybe taking this one from another angle, do you feel smug and happy about being the only Brazilian team that is producing numbers? Or is it maybe also a little bit of a disappointment? Would you like to see Brazilian Valorant represented better?
No, I think it gives a little bit of like confidence boost because you know that now you have a country, the whole country cheering up for you. So that's kind of give us some confidence boost. And we think like, hey guys, it's only us against the world now, so let's do it, you know? So yeah, basically it just gives our like confidence boost.
Yeah, we also know that all the Brazilian teams are really good. It's just been kind of unfortunate the last 2-3 years of franchising. You know, last year was us, and other years was us and Furia again. So it's kind of like, for me, I'm really hoping that the Brazilian scene steps it up as a whole, and I think that the talent and the skill is there. We just got to all prove it in the server at one time and hopefully have Brazilians in the top of all the groups.
All right, we hope the stars align very soon for that to happen. Now, this day is coming to a close, so let's take a quick glance at our standings. We just talked about it, of course. You have locked your second spot, your second seed in Group Omega. Are you satisfied with that result?
Yeah, I mean, I think that for us, G2 is the best team, one of the best teams in the world. So for us, we really wanted to put a good foot forward to make playoffs and get a really good seed. Our goal was to have the first seed, but unfortunately that didn't pan out. But, you know, second seed, it's something that's huge. And even from like an organizational level, this is new waters for MIBR to be in this kind of position and stuff. So I think we feel really happy that we're providing good for the MIBR name and how well they do as an organization. We're finally providing some good results for them.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what you guys have in store for us in the playoffs. And now, of course, Group Alpha still has that seat to play for. So let's take a look at the schedule because tomorrow we'll be heading into Group Alpha. Do you feel like there is a favorite to take that seat? Is it still up for grabs for several of them without running the numbers in your head?
I would say I'll probably bet Sentinels. Sentinels for me is the team that can get the higher seed. Sure. I mean, I don't know if mathematically they have chances to have it, but I really trust the Sentinels might be one of the best teams in that group.
Yeah, and I agree. I think Sentinels is one of the best teams. Obviously, Crew and 100 Thieves are playing really well. 100 Thieves is one of the teams that we lost to during kickoff, and they always play us very good. But yeah, I think Sentinels is a team that, even though that they may not be performing up to their standards, I think that they'll find a way to regroup and a united and a strong Sentinels is very scary for the league.
Absolutely. Yeah, you guys now can kick back, though, and relax, back to the drawing board, get ready for those playoffs. Thank you both so much for joining us. And as you saw, we have some great matches coming tomorrow. We will be back in the lounge as well, which means there's going to be face-to-face battles, tricasts, plenty of surprises and shenanigans. You do not want to miss it. For now, we're going to say good night. Thank you so much for watching. And here is your Samsung SSD Fast Replay.
A really great match on our hands, ending the season for two of our top teams in the group and two teams that are very clearly at the pinnacle of Americas right now.
Using utility to force you off the angles, it's going to be hard. Good trade coming out from G2.
Needs to find this second player is Leaf. Only a stinger, but he dances around, finds one, and now 1 versus 1. The pistol is out, and Leaf, against his former teammates, comes up with the clutch. But in comes the Util. The forces from G2. Can C9 win out in the team fight? They need it now. The trades have to come through as Jaw begins to hold. The Cove in play, and Valorant, he's holding it alone in net. Too late, too long gone.
Oh dear, it's falling apart.
G2 back on Icebox for the first time this year. Sure up the map, pretty much blind, I think just off a dart there, and it's not gonna find anything.
Uh-oh, look at the player in the corner there. Oxy, double!
And he's gone already. Oxy spinning around again! Finds 3 kills this round! And as soon as you think that G2 are taking control, C9 answer back. Make or break on Haven, and Oxy's already found the opening kill. He's just sending it! Oxy, no one's watching him! No one's stopping him! Leaf in another impossible situation, and Oxy's hungry! 4 kills! Let's go! C9 13-4. A dominant reply here on Haven. Nearly found a piece of Jonah. Jojimo, okay, just within the flashes, the cages, everything. Pushing into them. Vic, he was prepared, he was ready, but it wasn't enough when you're facing the dog. 3v2. What's going for more? He's here.
We TP'd with that?
Yes, arrived on the site. Net for a kill onto Jojimo off the lurk. Holding strong in A. And Trent, 1 HP.
Beautiful.
Net on the other side with the follow-up.
They can tap.
They can, and C9, they're going to feel rushed to make this fight happen. And up trap, forward, backward, too many angles. C9 win it. G2 holding this site and locking it down. Finally, the payoff.
There's no time, Mimi.
20 seconds, the off again. Jojimo, he's ringing true. And the bell, it's ringing for Vic. Ja! The one to end it. G2 undefeated in Americas. And the first seed from their group.
It is MIBR versus Furia, the Titan up against a team that has unfortunately failed to meet the expectations that they had all year. Aspas threatened to leave. Procs to dash, puts a bullet between Havoc's eyes, and then gets out, not connecting. I mean, where did the pellets go? Meanwhile, Aspas from on high gets his 3, and that's another retake success for MIBR.
Aspas is still in mid. He knows he's here. Oh my gosh.
Hang on. Never mind, he's still alive.
40 HP. Surely he gets it, right?
Yeah,
And he does.
13-3 for MIBR. It was a slaughter. I can't believe he got out. I thought he was dead. Havoc's pacing, Havoc's timing is gorgeous. You've got to be able to flush him out from hell. They know exactly where they are. But Cries holds the line for Furia. The Red Bull clutch as they get to 6. On to Aspas too.
Crazy trade from Bruno.
Members of the attack weak as the defense inches closer and closer, but MIBR desperately needed pistol to keep this thing competitive.
But aggression here.
Oh, a cheeky little tiles crunch. Oh, Havoc looking for the 3rd and will find it. Furia knocking on the door of map point.
Jeez.
And they've red shed him. They've red artzin. They red MIBR that round.
Furia take ascent from MIBR.
Reinforced push behind all of the weaponry, behind all of the utility. Aspas gets the 1st.
Somehow Prize gets a kill as well, though.
Just traded back out. Havoc has found a little bit of a window to play into. And that window is instantly shut. Aspas with 3 on the round. Khalil left in that 1v3 with a stinger, and there's no way he can pull that one off. Position given away, yes, but takes a step back, forcing Havoc to take the fight, and he will take it. They've gotten it down to 2. They've gotten it down to 1. The pistol for Furia. They've taken B. artzin up in heaven, turning the flash to Paranoia's behind it. Do they fill in? That's going to cause so many problems. It's all falling apart for them. Heat has to stand in a 1v2 with 29 HP. The spit to buy some time, and Shenum swings into it to break the hearts of Furia. So close, but just not enough.
It was extremely hard fought, man. I mean, MIBR were pushed here.
Talk about Lorax? Yeah, that fucker right there. Look at his eyebrows. Look